The Dead Sea Scrolls are ancient Jewish text fragments found in caves near the Dead Sea between 1947 and 1956. The scrolls date back to between the last century BCE and the 1st century CE and consist of some 900 manuscripts written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. Among the most significant discoveries from a historical perspective are the oldest known copies of biblical books, which predate the Christian era by up to a millennium. The scrolls have had an immense impact on biblical studies because they provide an invaluable glimpse into the history of the Jewish people and their scriptures. But what we're going to talk about today is something that will shock even the most devoted Christians. One of the Dead Sea Scrolls predicted this very moment 2,000 years ago. So let's get started. Thousands of years ago, long before the advent of modern technology, the people who lived during those times would rely on tools such as sundials and water clocks to keep track of time. However, these methods were not only inaccurate, but also unreliable, since they depended on factors like weather conditions. To solve this problem, they turned to astronomy and created calendars based on the movements of the stars and planets. They meticulously observed the sky and recorded the positions of celestial bodies, developing intricate systems to calculate the passage of time. These ancient calendars not only served as a way to keep track of days, months, and years, but also played a significant role in religious rituals and agricultural practices. For instance, the lunar calendar used by many cultures to determine the timing of religious festivals was based on the cycles of the moon. Similarly, the solar calendar used to track the seasons was aligned with the Earth's movement around the sun. The development of these calendars required a deep understanding of astronomy and mathematics, as well as a commitment to preserving knowledge across generations. Without these tools, daily life would have been vastly different and more challenging. But how does all this relate to the Dead Sea Scrolls? Well, it relates to our main point of discussion for today, the calendar fragment known as the Damascus document. In 1970, a researcher named John C. Trevor noticed something quite remarkable. He realized that there existed a document among the Dead Sea Scrolls that perfectly matched the current Gregorian calendar. You heard that right. A calendar that aligns precisely with the one we use today to measure time was discovered among ancient Jewish texts. This extraordinary find has left many people both intrigued and astonished, wondering about the accuracy of ancient astronomical calculations and the possibility of predicting future events through celestial observations. The existence of the Damascus document raises several intriguing questions. How did ancient astronomers manage to develop such precise astronomical calculations? What methods did they employ to observe the movements of celestial bodies and track the passage of time? And what other secrets do the Dead Sea Scrolls hold that could shed light on the mysteries of the past? As we delve deeper into this topic, we may uncover new insights into the scientific and religious practices of ancient cultures and gain a greater appreciation for the rich tapestry of human history. Now let's take a closer look at the Damascus document itself. The document in question, known as the Damascus document or the Great Scroll of Isaiah, was discovered in 1956 at the Ain Feshka cave, one of the famous Dead Sea caves where numerous ancient texts were found. It is a copper scroll dating back to the 1st century BCE, and its main content consists of 21 lines of an unknown sectarian origin. However, the scroll contains two crucial elements that set it apart from others: a calendar and a list of 13 names. The calendar portion lists 363 days grouped into 12 months, corresponding to the number of days in a solar year. Each month has 30 days except for the last one, which has only 5 days, giving a total of 364 days. Additionally, there is an extra column for leap years, with an intercalary month inserted in the middle of the year, bringing the total number of days to 365, much like our modern Gregorian calendar. On the other hand, the list of 13 names mentioned earlier remains unidentified, with scholars unable to reach a consensus on their meaning or significance. Some believe they might refer to constellations or planets, while others think they could represent ancient deities or religious figures. So now that we have a basic idea of what this document entails, let's discuss its connection to the current calendar. What makes this scroll so remarkable is that when compared to the current Gregorian calendar, the two sets of data match almost exactly. This astonishing similarity suggests that the ancient astronomers who developed the calendar system used by the author of the Damascus document possessed a remarkable understanding of astronomy and mathematics. They were able to observe the movements of celestial bodies with great precision and calculate the length of a solar year accurately. Moreover, this discovery challenges conventional historical narratives, as it implies that the current calendar may have roots in ancient Jewish tradition rather than being solely a product of Roman or European influences. It also raises questions about the cultural exchange and intellectual traditions that existed between different societies in antiquity, highlighting the interconnectedness of human civilizations throughout history. But wait, there's more. The similarities between the Damascus document and the Gregorian calendar extend beyond just the number of days in each month. There is another intriguing aspect that sets this ancient calendar apart. In the Damascus document, the first month is called Ethanim, which in Hebrew means strong or firm. This name corresponds to the month of September or October in our current calendar. However, there is a unique characteristic of this month that makes it stand out. In the corresponding Gregorian calendar month, there are always exactly 30 days. Coincidentally, this phenomenon occurs every year, but it holds particular significance in the context of the Damascus document. The fact that the first month of the ancient calendar had 30 days, just like in the Gregorian calendar, suggests a remarkable level of accuracy in their astronomical calculations. It indicates that the ancient astronomers who created the calendar system embedded in the Damascus document had a deep understanding of the cycles of the moon and the Earth's rotation around the sun. They were able to observe and record the precise duration of each month, taking into account the subtle variations in the length of days and nights. This attention to detail and precision allowed them to develop a calendar that accurately tracked the passage of time and aligned with the natural cycles of the cosmos. To put things in perspective, consider the sheer magnitude of the gap between the creation of the Damascus document and the current Gregorian calendar. The scroll dates back to the 1st century BCE, whereas the Gregorian calendar was introduced in the 16th century CE, marking a difference of nearly 2 millennia. Despite this vast temporal divide, the similarities between the two calendars are striking. The ancient astronomers who devised the calendar embedded in the Damascus document achieved an extraordinary feat by coming so close to the modern calendar after such a long period. Their ability to observe and record the movements of celestial bodies with such precision is truly remarkable. It reflects their dedication to understanding the natural world and their commitment to preserving their knowledge for future generations. However, it's essential to acknowledge that the discovery of the Damascus document has also sparked debate and skepticism among some scholars. Critics argue that the similarities between the ancient calendar and the Gregorian calendar may be due to chance or coincidence rather than indicating any direct influence or connection. They point out that the length of a solar year is approximately 365 days, and any calendar system based on astronomical observations should naturally align closely with that figure. Furthermore, the concept of a 12-month calendar is widespread across various ancient cultures, making it difficult to establish a unique origin point. Nevertheless, proponents of the Damascus document's significance argue that the level of precision displayed in the ancient calendar, such as the accurate representation of the number of days in each month and the inclusion of a leap year, cannot be dismissed as mere coincidence. They contend that the similarities between the two calendars provide compelling evidence of a shared astronomical heritage and intellectual tradition. While the debate continues, one thing is certain: the discovery of the Damascus document has enriched our understanding of ancient Jewish culture and contributed significantly to the study of historical calendars. It serves as a reminder of the intellectual achievements of ancient societies and the enduring legacy of astronomical knowledge throughout history. Whether viewed as a testament to human ingenuity or a source of ongoing scholarly debate, the Damascus document remains a fascinating artifact that bridges the gap between ancient and modern times. All right, folks, That's all for now. Let me know your thoughts on this incredible discovery in the comments section below. And don't forget to like and share for more amazing content. Thanks for watching.